welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin, and how you doing? All right, it's push-up time. I do push-ups about 2 or 3 times a week, 4 sets, and I thought I would make a video of me using the Tudor Iconaut in a real-world situation, and this is it. I usually use this to time the rests in between the sets, and usually when I do the push-ups, I just do them in my boxers because I get really hot doing it, break a sweat. But this is the second time making the video. Tried it with the boxers, not quite appropriate, so here we go, fully clothed. All right, so let's get into it. Try to do 90 at first, all right? Oh, all right. Okay, so there I go. Now, I try to rest for about a minute, all right, until I'm not winded anymore. And it's great because you saw that I just popped the button in. That's all I did. I didn't even look at it, which is something you have to do with a rotating bezel. It's a little harder. You have to kind of line it up. It takes more effort. And there it goes. Got about 30 more seconds. I might take more of a rest. All right, but I spent about 1 minute and 15 seconds. I think about 1.5 minutes rest will be fine. It's about right. All right, so stop it. Reset it. Get back into it. Let's try to do 75. Oh, all right, that's about 55. I think I was showing off for that first set, so overdid it. All right. Okay, so here we go. About 1.5 minutes or so. And one of the things I really like about the pushers on the Tudor Iconaut is that they're not screw down, all right? Now, screw down pushers give you more water resistance, and that's great if you're planning to swim with your watch. But I think they make the chronograph a little bit less usable because, especially if this is a really expensive chronograph like a Daytona, I can see myself thinking, I want to use the chronograph, here's a good time, but yeah, I'd have to unscrew them. My hands are not quite clean. That's okay. I don't have to use it. But with this, anytime I want to use it, I just push them and there they go. Now, I guess you could walk around with your pushers unscrewed and just screw them in when the water's going to go in water. That would probably be fine, but I like the fact that I don't even have to think about it. And in a way, you know, this has 150 meters water resistance, and so I feel like it can take it, but it's just not something I need to think about or decide, or, you know, it's just, I can sort of just trust the watch, and the pushers are all ready to go anytime, all right? So there we go. Stop it. Reset it. All right, let's see. Well, what can I do? 45. I got to do 45. All right, 45. All right, and okay. So, chronograph is a great complication. I mean, I really like it, but there's so many trade-offs for many watches because, you know, they come with the chronograph, the time function, and that's it. And as good as the chronograph function is, I really need it a lot less than the other functions. The date, I'd much rather have the date. A fourth hand to track another time zone. When you're traveling, definitely But if you're not traveling, it's about neck and neck, the GMT function and the chronograph. But I find the chronograph really useful, but I find myself playing with it more than anything else instead of like, really, really needing it. But there are times when I do need it. So I liken the chronograph on this watch to a good dessert. I mean, it's like, you don't need it, but it just makes the whole experience better. Obviously, your time, your date function, that's like the bread and butter. That's like, the meal. That's what you need, okay? You can't live on just, desserts alone, right? But to have everything and the cherry on top being the chronograph, it's great. All right, so I got about 5 seconds before a minute and a half is up. I'm trying to do another set of 45 and that'll do it. And here we go. Stop it, reset it. Okay, 45. And I don't need to use it, but I will just for fun to time the end of the video. And that's it. My push-ups are done. I can get in the shower now. Everything's good. Thanks for coming along on this journey of busting my guns, because you watching gave me a little bit more motivation. I was just able to pull off a few more in that first set than I otherwise would have been able to do. Oh, and I can hardly talk. All right, so the chronograph, very useful. The cherry on top, but in my opinion, not a full meal like the date. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Screw down pushers, yay or nay? I mean, why not, right? You should have them, but I know it would make my watch just that much more unusable, because there's sometimes when, you reach to push it and it's just like, okay, I don't feel like, undoing it. Or by the time you undo it, it's over, whatever you're trying to time. So kind of like the fact that they don't have the screw down pushers. And I know for a fact, if I had a Daytona, those pushers being screwed down, it would just make me not want to undo them. Oh, my fingers aren't clean. I wouldn't enjoy the watch as much. But that's my deal, right? Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.